Hey guys, just here with the view. I turned around because I want you guys to check it out and just visualize. Very important for me has always been to have a nice view. You see the buildings right there in the middle. I'm trying to zoom in, but you can't zoom in when it's backwards. So those little buildings in the middle right there, that's where I used to live before. All the way down there. 10,000 building, and 10,000 had a nice view, but now I overlook 10,000 and I have a better view. It's way higher. And my point is, views are very, very important. The first time I was able to barely afford a nice place, I went and moved to the Shoreham Towers. It's like an old building, kind of similar to 10,000, but just really old, outdated. And I moved into the 7th floor and I had a nice view. It was a 1-bedroom, small. So I moved in there, and that view inspired me to get better and do better. So my point is today, after years, almost a decade, 2013, I filed my corporation and we became the mortgage guy, then became the mortgage guys, and then we're about to make a big move that's gonna change the name again, but we're gonna be a lender now, so nationwide. So 2 people that have really came into my life and impacted there's many people, but 2 of them that I'm gonna talk about right now, because this is gonna be the message it's Jesse Itzler and Bedros Keuilian, who I was with yesterday working out. And we're gonna do a lot of things together. We're gonna do business together, and Jesse Itzler. So Jesse Itzler told me something, and we spoke a lot. I consider him a mentor. He gave me a lot of good ideas, and we're gonna continue to talk about them. But number 1 is bulletproof. When you get to the level I am, wealthy, you build wealth at a young age. What do? In the beginning, you are reckless and you have to take a lot of huge risks, because that's the only way you're gonna take off and become wealthy and become big to the level where I am today. So you gotta take some risks. But when you become who I have become today, when you become who you've became today, then you gotta start becoming bulletproof. So what do I mean by that? So Jesse Itzler told me, you don't take any more risks. None. Every move you make the level of risk is like 1%. 99% is for sure a big victory. But there's almost no risk involved. And you do that because now you have a lot of resources, meaning money, cash, and you could take smart risks, which are not really risks. So let's not even call it smart risks. They're just moves you make that are guaranteed to get you a huge return on investment. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Like, we're not doing anything crazy anymore. We're not doing any crazy risks. The things that we're doing right now are things that are for sure better investments. Like, what do, Albert? Do you collect cars, exotic cars? Do you collect exotic watches? Do you buy real estate? Do you get Bitcoin? What do? Well, that's why I have surrounded myself with a better circle. Like, I have Rob Luna, who knows all that stuff, what to invest, where to park your money. And that's what I'm doing. I'll give you a few things, like about the jet, about real estate, about Bitcoin, about the watches. There's a lot of things that I'm doing, and there's a lot of things that I'm gonna sell a few things, and I'm gonna buy a few things. So all of that has a strategy behind it. So that's why you got to put yourself in the right circle. And big. This is a huge. Before I move into Bedros Keuilian, this is huge advice I'm gonna give you right now. If you're watching this, look, you might have a person or 2 in your life that could be somebody you started with, or it could be a family member. Or it could be one of your best friends. Maybe it's time to let go of that person Okay, let go of that person. That person is not good for your life. That person is toxic. That person does not fit the core values. And that's why that person, has parties and has all these bad people that used to be part of your life, not anymore, because you got rid of those people. You deleted them from your life because now you have other friends that are on another level and they fit your core values, like Bedros Keuilian, like Tim Grover, like Les Brown, like Bobby Castro, and on, Rob Luna, Bradley. I could go on and on, but there's a lot of these people that stayed behind, and maybe you have one or two people left. You got to cut them out. Cut them out and watch your life improve. I got rid of, I think it was 2 years ago, I started cutting certain employees. Every time I cut one employee, company went up 25% in productivity and revenue. I cut another employee, 25%, 25%, 25%. So that year, 2 years ago, it was huge. Two years and a half ago, started cutting bad employees, and my business just started going up. My life started becoming way better. And recently, I started cutting salespeople, independent contractors, not employees, just agents, salespeople that maybe closed a lot of deals and were producers. They made the company a little bit of money, but I had to cut them too. I cut one, I cut another one, I cut another one, and I'm about to cut a few more if they don't get it together. But every time I cut these people, company went up again, 25%, 25%, 25%. It does not matter if they produce, if they don't fit your core values. They gotta fit into your core values. And so my whole point here is analyze your life, see where you're at, and maybe it's time you need to cut somebody from your life. Somebody. Maybe it's two people, maybe it's more, and maybe it's just one. But just watch, take a look at your life and see what people are not good fits anymore. Because maybe they were good fits in the beginning, but not anymore. And remember, as you grow, certain people grow with you and certain people can grow. They don't have the capacity to grow with you. So what happens? They stay stuck and they're dragging their feet. They just can't keep up. So you have to upgrade people, and those people you say bye. Go start your own business, your own shop. Go partner with somebody else. Go start negative mortgage or negative real estate, and go get all your negative friends, all those people, and go with them, and go with negative mortgage. So let it be, move on, and then you just stop talking to those people, and you just start getting better relationships, and you watch your life get better. I'm telling you, I lived it. I'm living it. And it just makes your life so much better, guys, so much better. And so moving to Bedros Keuilian, he tells me, we're talking, and our whole talk yesterday, we spent almost the whole day, entire day. And it was cool because I had Seal with me, and Seal is the brains of operations. Well, let me tell you who is a brain of operations. He's like the brain of operations. That is Bedros Keuilian. This guy knows operation systems like nobody else. This guy knows his stuff for operations and systems. So we're talking about building a company. How do you get the company to be valuated for $1 billion per se? And then he's like, we just start talking about systems and operations. He tells me his story about his business that is doing really well right now. Look, Albert, I needed to create my, he calls it alien abduction manual. So I think that's what he calls it. But what he means is an operations manual for your company, where it tells you everything from A to Z, what every position, every single member of your company does, so that it's very easy to hire a dummy, a new person, and then they just have the exact steps of what they have to do for their job title. And I'm not calling anybody dummy. I'm just saying you got to make your business run so smooth and so easy, like McDonald's, where anybody can just plug and play. You don't have to be the smartest person in the world. You don't need any college education. You don't need anything. You could literally get a monkey and plug and play. So we just started talking a lot about business and about systems and operations, and I learned a lot. We're gonna do a lot of things together. We're gonna do a lot of things together. I'll tell you that. So, having said that, very pumped up about all these new relationships and where the company is growing. I'm making bulletproof moves, and we are tightening and perfecting our systems and operations, because with that, our business is going to run without us. Okay, we're flying private Wednesday to Puerto Rico, and we're flying private from there to maybe Fort Lauderdale, and then flying back here. And Saturday I have to be at the Mikey Garcia fight in Fresno. Then Sunday I have coming back from our Puerto Rico trip. I have to be in Willie's EMA event where I'm going to speak, and then the next weekend I have a wedding for Rob Luna, one of my best friends. He's like a brother to me. And all of that stuff that's going on, among many other meetings, many other important appointments that I have, I got to do everything. So when you have systems and operations so tight, something that Bedros Keuilian is going to help me with, everything runs on autopilot. So meaning the business doesn't need you. It needs the business needs you down here. So that means your business is worth up here. But when your business needs you up here, then that means that your business ain't worth anything. Your business is worth zero, nothing. So all these things, guys, look, I'm not the expert in everything, but I create relationships with the experts. And they become my best friends, and then my expert best friends, they're the ones that coach me, mentor me, and tell me what to do, give me ideas, and we go out there and execute. You got to follow through. So remember, you in the beginning, you need to start. You need to start with something, but then you need that faith that's going to keep you alive when things get really tough and you're about to go out of business. And then the last one is faith. I mean, not faith. Follow through, execution. What you learn, you got to go out there and actually execute, follow through, and make it happen, which is what I've been doing. And I think it's very clear now that the level of success that I've achieved is showing. And it took a decade since I started, almost a decade since I started the first company, The Mortgage Guy, 2013. We're going on 2022. So it takes time, but I'm glad that I was able to do it at an early age in my 30s. And if you're watching this and you're that young person that's, trying to figure something out, what am I going to do? I'm talking to you, because you can also do it. So I can't wait for you to do it. And with that said, I want to invite you guys to the Driven 6 event. Get your tickets right now, because we're sold out of all the tickets in the front. So if you want to get something that's going to be close to the front, make sure you act now, because you still have an opportunity to get good seats. But if the longer you wait, it's first come, first serve. So the longer you wait, you're going to be in the back. So the CEO tickets, those are the best tickets. Those include Friday. If you wanted to get a CEO ticket, I'm afraid they're sold out. So we don't have any more CEO tickets, but what we do have are Super VIP, which are seats in the front. So if you want these front seats, Super VIPs, let me know, send me a DM, or go to the link below and grab them from the website before those are also sold out. You still have front seats available, Super VIP. CEOs are sold out, but Super VIP, those are the next best seats. Get them, they're all the way in the front. And I'll see you guys at Driven.